Hey everybody, it's Ann. Happy Monday. I'm hopping on my quick live for you guys behind the apron today because I wanted to start a side dish to go with our supper. So I thought I would just show you since there's a couple things I absolutely love and especially for summer cooking. So what I'm going to use is the Everyday Rock Crock piece. This is the 2.5 quart one that fits in the slow cooker base because the side dish I'm making is I'm going to do the crazy mac and cheese corn. And so I just wanted to give you a jump start idea on this because I probably should have started it a couple hours ago, but I didn't get to it. So I thought, oh, I'll just pop on and show you guys one of the advantages of using the Rock Crock and doing this quickly. So I'm making a really small batch because there's just two of us around tonight. So I have about 3/4 of a cup of uncooked elbow pasta. I have about 1/2 cup of onions that I diced up. I have a couple tablespoons of butter that I've already melted. And once I put those in, then I give it a good stir. And then I have a package of freezer corn left. And you guys, a couple things about this. One, you want to kind of use up your corn, before corn season gets here. But freezer corn works wonderful in this recipe. But if you don't have freezer corn, you can also, I would use, if you're making a big batch, I would use a can of creamy style and a can of regular corn. And I wouldn't drain the corn, okay? But since I'm using freezer corn, I am going to add about 1/2 cup of chicken broth or so that I have here. Then I like to season it, and I prefer a mixture, so I'm gonna put in a little bit of 3 onion and a little bit of crushed peppercorn and garlic. And then normally, if I had gotten organized and done this earlier, I would have added the cheese right now too, and I would have just put it on low and let it cook for 4 or 5 hours. But since I didn't do that, I am going to just put the glass lid for the Rock Crock on, and I'm going to take it out of the base and I'm going to microwave it for 2.5 minutes. So give me just a second to turn back around for you. So one of the huge advantages of the Rock Crocks is that it can go everywhere you cook. You can cook outside. If the weather's good, you could put it on a grill or smoker. In fact, we're gonna have some boneless chops with this, and I thought I was gonna grill them, but the weather doesn't look great. So I'll probably just grab my famous stovetop grill pan and use it that way. But the Rock Crock could have gone outside on a grill. It can go in your microwave as I'm showing you. It could be done, you could use it on top of your stove. You could use it in the oven. You can put it in the slow cooker base. So really it can go pretty much anywhere you cook. It's one of the huge advantages of the Rock Crocks. And then you can also throw it in the dishwasher when you're done. So I love that as an extra perk. And then a couple things while that's cooking for those 2.5 minutes. This is our kernel cutter, which takes the corn off the cob. You guys, it's a free gift if you shop with Pampered Chef in June. If you spend $80 in June, you get to pick either this or the corn knobs that you put in the ears of corn before you cook them, and they do not get hot. So if you have kids, they are awesome. And if you are somebody that just likes to have knobs on your ears like I do, I love them too. You can put them right in the microwave or right in your boiling water or wherever you want. So really cool June specials. And then the seasonings I used were from the pantry line. And then I am gonna add, let me move this out of the way so it's out of the picture screen here. I am gonna add some Velveeta cheese. Some people put in pepper jack cheese with this recipe, but the nylon knife is awesome for Velveeta cheese because look at this. It looks stuck, right? But get this, you just grab on and it literally peels off clean. So it's a really quick, easy way to cube up a sticky cheese like Velveeta or fresh mozzarella. So I'm just gonna cube this up because once the microwave is done, I will give that a stir and then I will add the cheese and stir it again. And then I will put it on low and I'll let it cook until it's done and we're ready later for dinner. So that's just kind of a fun perk to do too. So what are you guys making tonight for dinner? I'm really curious. It's always fun to know what other people are cooking or if it's a night that you're eating up leftovers from the weekend or what. So if you're on with me, pop in and tell me what you're cooking tonight. That's always fun to share ideas with everybody else. Couple other things I should mention, gosh, while I'm doing this, you know, Pampered Chefs, we're really like working on transitioning to our next new normal, because we also always used to do all live cooking shows. Now we are doing a real mixture of cooking shows, virtual parties on Facebook, virtual parties off of Facebook, live cooking parties, you know, like, you know, if you want to have a cocktail party, let's do it. So if those things interest you, one of my favorite things to do this time of year too is all the bridal shower shows. It's such a blessing for these new brides and grooms to start out with this wonderful, well-stocked Pampered Chef kitchen. So that's really fun. And I see somebody is grilling steaks tonight with cubed potatoes. Who is that? That is Melanie. That sounds wonderful, Melanie. Let me grab this back out of the microwave. It had 2.5 minutes, so it just jump started the recipe for me. And I'm gonna add in the cheese and put it in the slow cooker base and put the lid back on. And I'll check on it like in an hour and give it a stir, but it's not very fussy, and it's just a nice side dish to have with the rest of your dinner. But if something like this slow cooker base, and by the way, you guys, if you've never worked with this, it has a warm setting, a low, and a high. You can actually get this as a set. And if you would like to save a lot of money right now, because I know, gosh, groceries are up, gas is up, expenses seem to be up. In the month of July, we're letting hosts of any kind of parties. So even if you want to just take some catalogs to the ballpark and collect a few orders, you can pick something that you want at 60% off. So that's a really cool way. You can also get the grill pan that way. You can get the famous air fryer, which gets so much love in the summer. But as fresh produce comes into season too, I'm obviously using up corn from last year, but as fresh fruits and vegetables come into season this year, it'll be really fun to pop back on live and share some of those. So those of you that are gardening, be sure that you pop on my timeline and share what you're cooking and what you're using that's fresh. I saw my friend posted a huge mixed salad with all of her lettuce that she had going. So a lot of those things are fun, and it gives everybody ideas too. So happy Monday, have a great dinner, and we'll see you soon.